In this video, I'll show you how to add a max quantity in WooCommerce in just a few simple steps. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So here we are on our store page, and in this example, I'm going to show you two different methods in how you can add a max quantity in WooCommerce. The first is on the product page. I've created a rule here, so a user's not able to add more than 10 items to their basket. So if we try to add more than 10, as you can see, it's not allowing us. It's capping out at 10. Okay, and we can add this amount to our cart, fine. And I've also set up a global rule which says the maximum quantity that a user can purchase on our site is 40 quantities. So when we head over to our cart page, we can go ahead and try to add more than 40 quantities, and we can see what happens. Okay, so just to confirm that we're able to check out when we have less than 40 quantities in our basket. And as you can see that we're able to check out just fine. So let's head back and let's try to add more than 40 quantities. So let's increase this by 30. So then we'll have 41. So let's see what message we get, if any. So we've got an error message here informing us that the maximum quantity allowed is 40, and it's prompting us to remove some of the quantities from our basket so we can check out. So if I reduce this, now this is 40 and we should be able to check out just fine. Perfect. So if you want to create a similar setup in your WooCommerce store, the first step is to head over to woosuite.com. Go ahead and download the min-max quantity rules plugin. I'll leave a link in the description below. Once you've done so, let's head back over to our dashboard. Assuming you've downloaded the min-max quantity rules plugin, then the second step is just to navigate to plugins, add new. Go ahead and upload the plugin in which you just downloaded. Once you've done so, you'll see this WooSuite menu here. Activate your license key and then head to the add-on section and go ahead and activate the min-max quantity rules plugin. Now the third step is to go ahead and configure our rules. So I'm going to do it on a global level first, and then we'll have a look at it on a product level. So let's hit min-max quantity rules. So first, where it says applies to, we want to choose who we want this rule to apply to. So we can set it to apply to everyone, guest users, which are users logged out of your site, or a specific user role. And we can choose from here. We can select multiple different user role. So I'm just going to set this back to everyone. And then here where it says maximum order quantity, then this is the global level that we want to set. So in my case, I added 40. So we can up this to 50 for testing purposes. Okay, we've got a few different rules here. So we can set a minimum amount as well. We can set a minimum order value, a maximum order value, and more. We can also add a default quantity, meaning the default value that will show up on all products in our store. So let's say, for example, if we wanted to prompt users to buy 2 quantities instead of 1, then we can add the default quantities here to 2. They will still be able to purchase less than 2, but that's just the default shown. If you wanted to force users to purchase in certain increments, so if you wanted to force them to purchase in increments of 2, then this is where you'd add it, where it says quantity step value here. And then you can also display the quantities in a drop down as well if you choose. So I'm just going to leave all these blank for now, and let's go ahead and save changes. Okay, so let's test this rule on our cart page. So we've just upped the maximum quantity allowed in our store to 50. So let's go ahead and add 10 to our cart. So this should bump our value up to 50. And we're still able to check out just fine. But if we add a extra quantity here, then we'll get that message again, prompting us to remove something from our basket. Okay, and there's that message there. So now let's have a look at how you'd set up a maximum quantity amount on a product level. So you can also set this up on a category basis as well, and on a product level. Okay, so let's edit this product. Okay, and then when we scroll down, we'll see this minimum maximum quantity rules here. And similar to on a global level, we get to choose who we want this rule to apply to. Everyone, guest users, or a specific user role. I've set this to everyone. And then here where it says maximum quantity, I've just added 10 here. I can change this to 5, for example. And again, just like on a global level, we can set the quantity step, the default quantity, and we can also exclude this from our global quantity rules as well. And we can also choose whether we want to show the quantity increments in drop down. So we just enable this option here. But for now, I'm just going to save changes. Now on review product, now the maximum amount that we're able to add to our cart is 5. And that's how you set a maximum quantity amount in WooCommerce in just a few simple steps. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you've got any questions, leave it in the comment box below or reach out to support and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.